Purify these sticks. Cleanse it from negativity, from demons, from lies. People, only people with the truth, only people with the truth about BTS. Okay, I decided to do a reading about these young individuals who I don't know. So this reading would definitely be generalized and unbiased because I heard of this group, I saw this group, never listened to their music, don't care for their music, honestly, but I was asked to do a reading about them, so let's do a reading. So if you're looking for an unbiased, whatever reading, this is definitely it, because I had to learn to even memorize their names. I kept calling them B2K or whatever. My daughter's like, it's BTS, Mom, it's BTS. So BTS is a South Korean band. They were formed in 2010. The band consists of several members. Don't get me to say their names because I don't want to butcher their names, and I know how fans are. They're very particular with their names, so I'm not going to say their names. But yes, I know they're very handsome young boys, young men I should say, very talented. So let's see what the future endeavors for these talented young men. And if there's any Korean people out there who can translate into the subtitles, please feel free to do so. I do not mind. Put it below that you can, and I'll set you up so you can do it, okay? Thank you. Always use a translator. I know they did some duets with Seer, I think. And Nicki Minaj, maybe? I don't know. And, what's that girl who twerks? What's her name again? What's her name? Anyway, she twerks and stuff. She got shot in the foot recently. Anyway, her. I know they did a duet with her. So let's find out what the future fate is for BTS. Yes, the Bangtan Boys. BTS. Let's see what's going on with these handsome young men. What does the future say for them? Come on, guys and goddesses, come forward. Oop, okay. Oop, these two cards popped out. Oop, this sparkling flew out. This card came out. Okay, this card came out. Okay, really talking today. This card came out. This card came out. There must be some spiritual young men. Oh, okay. This card came out. Okay, we're gonna stop right there because I didn't want to pull all of those cards, but it is what it is. Okay, goodness. Let's see what we have about BTS. BTS. Okay, so this is one of the first cards that came out. And it says, great sadness that will heal with time, let go of the past, personal growth that comes from challenges, healing misunderstandings, being there for those in need. Okay, it looks like there's some personal growth for one of the members or several of the members. I'm not even sure. I don't know if they have some past issues or some crazy misunderstandings. That's what it looks like here. And apparently this, whatever happened in the past, must have been a great hindrance because they're still harpooning on it. For this card to pop out, it's letting me know that whoever had this past issue is still upset by it. And the cards is telling them to let it go. Pretty much. Just let it go. And it's time to heal. So if one of the members had some beef with another member or a family member or whatever they had beef with, the cards is telling them they need to heal and they need to let it go. That's what the cards are saying. Okay, and then we have this card here. Didn't you see there? Okay. It's enthusiastic, optimistic, creative, and patient. News of exciting opportunities. Allowing your creativity to soar. Do things that fuel your passions. Finish what you started. So there's someone who's very impatient but has a really high creative nature. And they're going to have some exciting opportunities come from them. Maybe some movies they probably be asked to do. Maybe their passion is to do movies. Maybe their passion is to directing. Or maybe their passion is to do some other than singing and dancing. But apparently this opportunity is definitely knocking. And they want to finish. Maybe they had a movie in mind or something. And they want to finish what they started. So they probably have some movie they want to do or some play. I'm not even sure. But I got a vision that it's going to be somewhere in a theatrical format. And they've been sending scripts or dialogues or whatever the case may be. But they keep getting shot down. And this is telling them to pretty much go for it. And to fuel their passion, because apparently, keep going for that creative side. Keep going forward. Keep being creative, because apparently you're gonna soar. So don't ever let anyone take your creativity. And then we have this card here, which is the Empress. It says, time to take action, give birth to your dreams. Creative projects will be very successful, abundance and prosperity. So there's definitely a lot of creative projects for these young men here. And apparently they're going to do a lot of creative things. I got a feeling they're going to venture off more than just singing. They probably do some movies. They probably do something in that movie format. I'm getting a Michael Jackson kind of thing in movie. You know, he did movies, videos, or whatever. They may do something like that. It's going to be a video, but it's going to be in a movie format. I think they're taking pages out of Michael Jackson, maybe Beyonce or something. So you probably see that already. I'm not sure if they've done it already, but it looks like they're looking to be more creative and take learning from old legends. That's what I'm seeing here. And then I see here an amazing opportunity to be bold, courageous, optimistic. Now is the time to take action. Do what you're passionate about. See, this is what I'm saying. It's just being bold and courageous. They're trying to take their group into another direction. Something very creative. I'm even getting English. They may even try to make an English album or both. Both in English and somewhere they speak Korean. That's what I'm getting here. They want to go creative. They want to go beyond their expectations. They're trying to become different. Maybe do a crossover album. Then we have this one. It says, be impartial and objective. Stand up for what you believe. Try to see all sides of the situation. You will win if your position is the one of integrity. So someone's seeking justice for something. I don't know if it's got something to do with their funds. It has something to do with this direction they're trying to go over, where if it's a theatrical movie format that they want to make both in English and Korean or whatever the case may be. Because it looks like they're trying to try something very creative, different. We're getting a lot of creative cards here. Let go of the past. They had past failures where they were trying to do it and go right. They're saying let go of that. And then we have creative differences, you know, a lot of creativeness. And it looks like for them to even do it, to even consider it, they're going to have to go to court. But they said if your passion, or if you're just pretty much to be honest, if you are honest, and of course you try to see all sides of the situation, and like it says, if your position is one of integrity and honesty, then you would definitely win your case. So there's going to be some court hearings, some justice for something. And it's funny, we got justice, and I said some money issues before. Look what comes out next. We have the financial security card here. See? Okay. It says financial security for yourself and your family, inheritance of retirement, peace and contentment in life, honoring family traditions, pride in family tree, passing of knowledge. So someone is definitely looking for some financial security. Maybe they want to honor some family traditions, you know, something along those lines. Maybe they want to show more of their family side. I don't know if this group is even allowed to do that. That's probably where another creative nature is coming from here. Because they're looking, he's got a young boy here, see, who's trying to be bold and courageous, you see. So it may be something Maybe these young men are looking to honor their family traditions. Maybe even bring them forward to the front line. I don't know if they even allowed to do that. I'm not even sure, but it looks like they want to start doing it. If they're not doing it, something with their family. Okay, and then we have this card here. Stand up for yourself and your beliefs. Have confidence. Challenge those in power, but also choose your battles wisely. So it's again stand up for your beliefs. See, we got beliefs and financial security and traditions. So someone is battling their traditions. Someone's battling with their beliefs. Then I got working. This card here. It says working too hard or multiple jobs. The need to bring balance and fun into your life, juggling multiple priorities, balancing the budget. So we get into these young men is trying to balance way too much. They're doing way too much working, and it looks like the spirit guides are telling them to slow down. They need a break. They definitely need a break. But I'm also getting family traditions and honoring family traditions. I'm getting new creative natures. I'm getting a lot of creative projects. They got a lot going on here, and it's literally overwhelming. All the visions come in my head, but I try telling you. Okay, I got a lot of bickering among the members. There's some sexual preferences in the members. Like someone may be homosexual. Okay, some have some really high family traditions they want to honor. Their parents has been really on them, and they want to honor it. Maybe it has something to do with sexuality. You want to break those family traditions, and then there's some who want to honor their family traditions. So definitely some background religious battles among the group. Then I got some who want to creative and go off on their own. They want to do movies. I'm getting they want to do movies. So we got some who wants to spend time with family, some who's battling sexuality, some who want to do movies, write scripts, venture off and other things what they doing, and then I get majority of them they do want to do an English album or one in English as well. So there's a lot of creative things going on with this group. So you're going to see a lot of creative things with them, but there's a lot of fights between the battle of all of these projects and ideas. They're starting to clash. They're starting to clash. That's what I'm saying here. You got some who's battling sexuality. We got some who balancing family traditions, who's actually looking to spend more time with their family. I don't know if they have a baby on the way or something and they trying to keep under wraps or something, or got engaged or married. I'm not even sure. But one of them, or maybe one, I'm getting one who's want to be with their family. I got one who's just so busy doing so many things. I don't know if this is one of the stars of the group, but he has a lot going on here. I mean, a lot going on. Seriously, more so than anyone else. They all got a lot going on, honestly, but one has more going on than all the rest of them. I don't know if it's one that's probably more of a star than the rest of them. I'm not sure. Okay. And one needs to stand up for themselves. It's probably the one who's battling their sexuality. They need to stand up for themselves and have confidence. You know, they can change the way things have been dealt with. They can change the usual tradition. You know, maybe this has something to do with the court hearing here. You know, changing that whole tradition where homosexuality has to be hidden or whatever. I don't know. But I'm getting a lot of changes. I'm getting movie projects. I'm getting someone wants to spend time with their family. I don't know if they got a fiance or a baby or something. Some members are battling sexuality. And then I'm getting one who wants to venture off in movies, write movies, something. And then I get an English album coming out, or they thinking about an English album. So they've been pulled in so many different directions, but they have their own personal battles and beliefs and creativity they want to do. But for some reason, I don't know if the record label is not allowing them to do so. So let's dig a little deeper within whatever this is. We're going to see what these cards say. Okay, this is the only card that I'm seeing here, which is the Nine of Cups. It just means wishes come true, abundance, and good health, whatever. So whatever they wish for, whatever they want is definitely going to come true, because they're all going in so many different directions. You know what I mean? Someone can let go of the past. Okay? Someone creative and they have passions to do other things, like making movies or whatever. And some want to give birth to their dreams. They have other dreams they want to do. Like, they all have so many different things they want to do. You know, someone, I mean, they just have passions. They all have different ideas and passions they want to do. None of them are on the same page. They're all on different pages. They all have different dreams, and they kind of just want to separate. They don't want to be in this group anymore because they all go in different directions. That's what I'm saying here. But they're all just different. None of them are the same. They're just all different. Okay, let's see what these cards say. Okay, we have this card here. I'm just getting this. So apparently the first deck pretty much was it. There was really nothing else to say. Okay. And I have this card here, which if you can see it, let's see if I can zoom in for you. There you go. It is this salamander and black pepper, which is inspiration. Again, we get a lot of creative cards. Inspiration, which means these young men is looking. They're looking for inspiration. They're looking to grow. They're looking to do something different. They all have so many. I'm getting so many different ideas, so many different desires. They all are so different. They want to do something else. They do not want to be in this group anymore. They just don't. But I'm getting an English album for some reason. They want to do an English album, but then they want to stop. Then they want to do other things. Some want to have a family, you know, have kids and, you know, follow their family traditions. Some want to live in their truths, you know, and you have some who just want to be creative and write movies and be juggling all these crazy things. So it must be one big star in the group who has a lot of opportunities, but for some reason it's just not being done. But we have the Justice card, which means I think these young men are going to go to court. They're going to take the record label to court. I'm not sure how the whole court system worked down there, but something is going to change with this group dramatically. It needs to. It needs to. They get to the age where their tolerance level is definitely not very high. And they're tired. I feel like they're just ready to explode. You know, like, oh, I can't do this anymore. You know, I'm getting a lot of tension with these young men. It's overwhelming, actually. Overwhelming. Fights. I'm getting fights. You know, they hate it. I don't know if some of them start cutting themselves or they're in excessive tattooing. It's really bad. They have a lot of fights. This group is not going to be together long. I hate to say that, but they're not. Because they're all too different. And they all have different passions. They're going to do one more album, maybe a couple more. Maybe an English album, which is going to blow the heck up. And they're just going to separate. They're going to take the record label to court to do it because they're sick of this. They're sick of this, honestly. Anyway, that's all I have for BTS. If you have any more questions or any more things you want me to do, just put the comment below. Thanks for staying throughout the duration of this video. And don't forget to subscribe, share. Oh, and if anyone who could translate what I'm saying, just let me know. Put a message below, and I'll be glad to cue you in so you can go ahead and translate this video for me, okay? Other than that, thanks for watching. Bye.